Hey, hello everybody, it's Dr. Steve. Welcome back to another episode of Core Wellness TV, 3 Pillars Edition. Mindset, movement, and nutrition to help you reverse crossed posture syndrome. Remember, the thoughts you think, the food you eat, and the movement you get are the 3 things that create stress in your life or peace in your life. You choose by the environment that you create through those 3 things. And any kind of stress draws you into a predictable pattern of crossed posture syndrome. That's what this is all about. Why do we work on it? Because it gives you less pain, because joints are more balanced. It gives you more energy because you don't waste energy with inefficient movement, right? And lastly, it brings your central nervous system into peace physiology versus stress physiology. And that creates what? Peace physiology, more fat burning, the immune system gets to do what it's supposed to do. Everything is okay when you're in peace physiology. When you're in stress physiology, your immune system is sabotaged. Your bones get demineralized, creating osteoporosis. Like I said, your immune system, you get sugar cravings. You use sugar for fuel versus fat for fuel because you're running from a tiger. All of these things happen, and we're going to reverse that for you, okay? The mindset piece, actually, I'm going to go the movement piece, and then the mindset piece will be right after that. The movement piece has to do with being upright and efficient with your gait, with walking. Walking, a lot of times, as we fall into stress as we get older, or I shouldn't say, it has nothing to do with chronological age, it has to do with the stress that you accumulate during your chronological years. So, if you have accumulated a lot of stress and pain and discomfort, pretty soon you're going to start pulling yourself along versus pushing yourself along. And we had a patient in just yesterday that we've been working with, very deconditioned and hurts to walk, a lot of heel pain, and just generally is not well. And we have to get her moving so she can get oxygen to her system and then approach the nutrition. But first we're going in with movement and getting her moving. And one of the things she did is she was walked like this, right? Walk like this, pulling herself along. So one of the things we talked about, very important for her, is understanding. I said, let's just take the step, pretend like we're going to take a step, and right here, it's important that you have to get through your hip, right here. Okay, so the first thing we did, we had her on her back just doing bridges, just to understand how the hips come through, and while she's pushing out into a band to offset the inward spiral that she has gotten herself into. But for the next thing we do after we've gotten that into her brain is we have to set her into the takeoff stance. And she has to, and this is totally amazing when we saw this. Rebecca and I were both watching her, and she got into this position, and she was all forward. And I just simply took my hands and said, just bring your pubic bone forward and even give your glute just a little bit of a squeeze. And all of a sudden, she was upright and standing like this. And what does this look like? This looks like a powerful, confident stance. Okay? Look at the difference and this spills over into the mindset piece. This is a powerful, confident stance. Your brain is thinking, oh, woe is me, when is life going to be over with? Versus, I'm expanding, I'm renewing, I'm constantly regenerating, I love life, bring it on, that kind of feeling, right? And people see that and people feel that. It's so important. Your posture speaks volumes in the way you walk, the way you move. You can feel it. Even if it's subconsciously, you feel it, right? So we got her here, and that's all we did. Get in that takeoff point and feel your pelvis come underneath you. Because if you can't get through your hips, you're going to end up pulling yourself behind a walker, okay? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to get up, you're going to get on the ball of your foot, you're going to make sure you're square, right? You don't want to be out like this. You walk like this. And so, here we are. And all you're going to do is bring your pubic bone forward. Remember, if you search for pubic bone secret a few episodes back on the blog or on YouTube, and we will talk about the pubic bone secret. And it's okay in this instance. I don't normally encourage people to do glute squeezes here because in gait we really don't use our glutes that much. Glutes are more for, you know, quick turns and jumps and things like that. With gait, it's more coming from the deep system. But until you get that deep system on board, you can use a high threshold strategy, as it's called, and give that glute a little squeeze and get that pubic bone forward. And then right yourself up and down. You can even put your hands down your side. Imagine you're pushing away. Okay? Imagine pushing away, just like babies do. Push away from support points. Every support point you have, you're pushing away from it. There you go. And now, I am confident. I'm so grateful for the expansion and constant renewal that I have in my life. Hey, you've got yourself an affirmation to use while you walk. There's your mindset piece. Because if your brain is constantly thinking, oh, why does this always happen to me? I really have to do this. Oh, I'm hurting so bad. I wish this would just go away. Give your brain a different message. Give your nervous system a different message. Okay, so those are the mindset and movement pieces. Just get into that position of power, anchor it with an affirmation. Okay, that's all we did with our circuit that we set up in our old office a few years back, is we just put people into positions and anchored them with affirmations, and amazing results with that. You know, that's what the course has turned into at Core Wellness Institute. That's what's there. But that's the mindset and the movement piece. Now, nutrition. Nutrition. We have to think about I know I've talked about this before. We're going to talk about the controlled burn approach. When our bodies are creating energy, we make a fire. That's called, we use oxygen and we make a fire. To fuel a fire, you have to have oxygen. And our body is constantly using oxygen to create fire, right? To make things happen. To detoxify toxins, you have to have oxidation. For the immune system to blow up, to get in there and phagocytize a bacteria, you have to have oxidation. You got to blow it up. You got to make a fire, right? In order to make energy, you have to basically throw fuel into the combustion engine in the mitochondria, and you have to make a fire, right? So the deal is, we always make these fires, right? And sometimes these fires, when they get out of control, then you have this fire is called inflammation in general. But when we eat antioxidants, green food, colorful food, fruits, plants, fruits and vegetables, those are your antioxidants that keep the fire under control. So if you don't eat those colorful, especially green vegetables, you're going to have a wildfire. And we know what a wildfire can do. But when we have controlled burns, right, we make a little bit of a fire, but we have enough antioxidants to keep the fire under control, then we have a beneficial environment, right? Firemen actually go into woods and forests and do controlled burns, prescribed burns for the health of the forest. Because conifer trees, pine trees, they have, the only way they can germinate is with fire. There's certain native grasses. The only way they can germinate is with fire. So it is a beneficial thing. Controlled burn versus burn out of control wildfire. Wildfire is the chronic inflammation problems, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, arthritis, all of these itises, colitis, all of these tendinitis, bursitis, you know, all of these itises come from the out of control fire. So you can make a lot of pain relief happen and stop a lot of degenerative diseases with colorful vegetables and fruits. And I put vegetables first because that's where you get the most powerful antioxidant power to keep the controlled burn. How do you do that? How do you apply that to everyday life? Hey, just make a smoothie every day. Pile half your blender full of spinach, kale, chard, whatever green you want to throw in, any kind of lettuce, pack it in there, right? You can throw cucumbers in there. I'll put the recipe down below for you. And every day, I want you to make 1 quart of green smoothie. And you drink it throughout the day. Maybe you have it for breakfast, half of it for breakfast, and half of it in the afternoon. Or just drink it throughout the day whenever you are tempted to go to the vending machine, right? So this is a simple way to do a controlled burn, and increase your good fats, because that's where good fats, the omega-3 anti-inflammatory fats, come from green food. Inflammatory fats come from green food. Remember that? Fish oil. Why do fish have so much omega-3 in it? Because the green stuff, the algae, the kelp, and everything that's bioconcentrated up the chain, as animals start to eat and eat and eat and eat, it concentrates that omega-3 into the fish. So what I'm saying is, why not get the benefits? Now, I'm not saying don't use fish oil. I'm still an advocate of fish oil if you need to get your omega-3 to omega-6 ratio back in line. But why not eat tons and tons of the green and get the benefit of all the green instead of just taking the pill? Okay? So, again, sometimes we need that. If you're, grossly deficient in omega-3, we'll use that fish oil until we get you balanced out. But you have to get balanced out. That's the point. Use the green food to bioconcentrate let your body bioconcentrate it and make your own fish oil. How about that? Good idea, huh? But it takes a lot. I'm talking a lot. It takes 20 times as much green it takes 20 grams of green to make 1 gram of fish oil. So it takes a lot, but that's okay. We should eat a lot. The base of our diet should be green. If you're going to eat animal products, make sure they only ate green food, plant-based, grass-fed, right? Okay, enough of that. So that's it, guys. I know it went kind of long today, but I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I want to give you awesome content so you can get out there, change your life. Hey, share this video if it inspired you. And if you're inspired to do more, we've got a whole course with all kinds of, there's like 30 hours worth of content in there that you can have for the rest of your life. We've got that at the Core Wellness Institute. I'll put that button down below. Guys, just, leave me a comment and let me know what you think of all this and any questions you have, and I'd be glad to interact with you. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go to the blog. That's where I do my interacting, and it's in the description of the video down below this video. And guys, have a great, great, great day. It's Labor Day weekend here, and when I'm recording this, so get out and have some fun this weekend, and go get some green food and make that a big part of your weekend, all right? Start making a smoothie. Use the recipe down below, all right? We'll see you later. Bye-bye.